And in healthcare, because of your amazing people and people like yourselves who came into a field based on a commitment to try and make things better directly for patients and their families, there's been a delay. There's been a delay in this reshuffle. In other industries, people started leaving 6 months into COVID. Well, that didn't happen in healthcare. In August of 2020, 534,000 people left healthcare. That's 2.7%. That's about the same number in 2019 and 2018. But something did happen this last August. It actually went up to 3.6%. So that's why we know we've hit this burnt out point, and the reshuffling is just kicking up now. So it's a moment in time where you have an opportunity. And the things that are accelerating it are people are like, look, after what we just did, are we really being fairly compensated? It doesn't quite feel like it. There have been packages for some, but many of the workers aren't feeling those things. And so when you've gone through such a tough experience and you're looking for the things that create a great place to work, which are, do I feel like my leaders respect me? Do I feel like my leaders are communicating me in an honest, forthright way? Do I feel like my leaders are fair and equitable in the way that I am treated? Do I enjoy the people that I work with? Do I feel cared for by the people I work with, and do I care for them? And do I really feel a part of a team? But is there like a team and another team? And this is what we have to hope that we're able to get rid of, and people aren't feeling like there are workers on the front line and then there are management, and there's a difference between the two. In terms of the common purpose, they want to feel unified. So the calling of healthcare is about teamwork to take care of a patient and their family. Right now, the pressure is so great that calling, the reason people got into healthcare, has really been hard to hear. But your amazing people, based on who they are and being mission driven, present a unique opportunity that others in other industries don't have. The reshuffling is off and running outside of healthcare. Right now, you're at a critical point in time where you can work to try and do something about that. So you might be able to stop these types of resignations that come from how a person feels, which is so much more than just the work tasks and even the compensation that a person is experiencing. So I want to share with you what some of the best companies in healthcare are doing. At Great Place to Work, we do surveys in over 100 countries on Earth. We survey over 10,000 companies every year, and we survey over 10 million employees every year. And 2 million of them are from healthcare. So we know something about what's going on in healthcare, and I want to share with you what some of the best companies are doing and have been doing. 85% say that they feel cared for by their colleagues. And of course, you can flip this, and when a person feels cared for by their employees, they care for their employees. This is the magic. This is the secret sauce in creating a sense of pride where people feel like we're in this together. When you feel like you're in it together, you don't get burnt out because it's not a me thing, it's a we thing. When you feel like you're all alone and isolated, that's when the flame goes out. And these are the behaviors, the things that we want to think about in terms of leadership, the things that we can do to affect exactly what I'm talking about. So these are the 9 high trust leadership behaviors. So you can think about this as the wheel of fortune in terms of, number 1, creating a great place to work for all, but right now stopping this reshuffling. Now, employee resource groups are great for this. In some organizations, it's the only place where people can come together, maybe that are differently abled or disabled, or people can come together, maybe it's a women's group, or people can come together that are African American or Black employees, or from the LGBTQ plus community. But they're coming together. Why? For social support and a sense of connection with people who understand something about what it's like to be underrepresented or different. They're just looking for this connection. And organizations who provide for this do far better than those who do not. I mean, economically far better. I have all the data on that. Revenue is higher. Cash flow is higher. EBITDA is higher. Revenue is higher. Where people feel a social connection and some support at the place that they work. So these are things, if you don't have them in place, you can think about putting them in place. And if you have them in place, know how important they are. And you should go and thank the leaders of those organizations who are volunteering, by the way. Go and thank them for doing that, because right now, this is a critical point of connection. People who are leaving employers are not active in their employee resource group, or find their employee resource group is not being supported by the organization. So finally, I just want to say thank you to what you've done for your communities and for this great nation. And thank you, and I want to thank yours. And when I say yours, I don't mean your family. I mean, I love your family, but I mean the people who are doing the work in healthcare with you and for you to take care of the mission of your organization. You are in the one place where we need great leadership more than anywhere else, any other industry I can think of. I know I'm asking a lot of you based on what you have gone through, but I also know you are called to do this, and that's why you're zooming in here to get this information to figure out how to actually make it happen. So best to you, and I'm looking forward to answering your questions in the Q&A period.